This man is a savage.
Over 400 sex tapes. Yeah. 400. That's the starting point for this deep dive, and you're not going to believe who we're talking about. We're looking at a political scandal, really rocking Equatorial Guinea, using reports straight from news outlets and local media. It's going to get a little uncomfortable, but we're going to focus on the facts and what they mean for the country. So, our story. It all centers on Baltazar Ngonga. He was the Director General of the National Financial Investigation Agency. He's been accused of secretly recording these tapes, and the women featured, they're deeply connected to the government. I mean, we're talking wives of officials, family members, even the president's sister.
Wow. The implications of someone in Ngonga's position, potentially using surveillance tech for this purpose, huge. We have to ask if consent was truly given, or if his power played a role. This isn't just a personal matter. It raises serious questions about the integrity of the agency he leads.
And the location of some of these recordings, it adds another layer to this whole thing. Imagine finding out that these acts took place in his office with the national flag visible in the background. It's just, it's a blatant disregard for the office he held.
Yeah. That detail speaks volumes about the potential misuse of government resources and a lack of respect for the institution itself. This isn't just a scandal about personal misconduct. It's a breach of public trust on a grand scale.
The government has responded swiftly, and Ngonga is now imprisoned.
Oh, man, I really don't even know where to start with this one.
Okay.
This guy's despicable. Listen, he is absolutely despicable.
Okay. Tell
Like,
us why.
let's just read off the list of people that he smashed.
Okay.
The wife of the Director of Presidential Security, the wife of Attorney General, the daughter of the Director General of Police, the wives of many ministers, including some minister
Minister
I can't.
Aburu.
Yeah, I ain't pronouncing that shit. His little brother's wife.
That's wild.
His uncle's pregnant wife.
You gotta say that again.
His uncle's pregnant wife.
That's crazy.
All the ex parties were filmed, and for the most part, the women were consenting. Oh my God.
I want to say that part again, so when we get deeper into the video, y'all remember that. All the seggs parties were filmed, and the women, for the most part, were consenting. And they had a blast.
And this is the craziest kicker. His wife and mother of 5. Dang, this guy loves to have sex. His mother of his 5 children collapsed and is still in the hospital.
His wife collapsed after she heard about this. And let me tell you something. All right, so first of all, corruption within the national government? No.
Right.
Corruption within...
That never happens.
That never happens. And corruption within an African government? No. I can't believe it. Come on, man. It's like saying water is wet, dude. But what I'm laughing about is that this man had the nerve to tell his wife that he was photoshopped in all the videos.
It's AI.
Come on, dog.
Like he's Joe Biden or something.
Right.
Like, who's making AI? Listen, I never even heard of this guy before. Who's making AI of this guy?
Facts.
Out of all people, like, let's make AI of this random guy of him smashing 400 women. Bro.
That's craziness.
Okay, number one, the most, bro, he's raw dogging.
Oh, yeah.
You're crazy as hell.
Oh.
Now, not only are you sleeping with people's wives, you're raw dogging them, and you're sleeping with 400. Like, he has to have some kind of STD, bro. 400 people.
I mean,
bro,
maybe not. There are a lot of P stars out here that have. I know they get tested often, but what I'm saying is, just because you get tested doesn't mean you don't cash anything. It just means you want to find out if you did. So, they sleep with more than 400 people. Maybe he doesn't have something. I'm just saying. But the chances are he probably does.
Bro, just listen. This guy's disgusting, bro. I'm sorry. Like, listen, I'm not here to judge people and say, oh, well, I care who you sleep with. But when you sleep with married people, and then you sleep with your brother's wife, and then you sleep with your uncle, like, isn't that your aunt?
No. I guess it would be.
Yeah.
But not by blood, though.
I mean.
But I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, that's kind of wild.
And she's pregnant? Like, first of all, all the women involved are disgusting.
All right, okay.
Y'all all catching wreck.
All right, thank you. Because here's the thing. I was watching a video, the woman's like, these victims. Okay. First and foremost, if any of them come out to in the future be proved to be victims, I will recant this. But from what I read and from what I've heard, they were consenting. I do not think that these women were victims. I think that they were turned on by the sneakiness and the wrongness of it. It kind of got them going. That's what I think. I don't think they were victims. I think
they're
that
on video.
I've heard them say that they may not have known they were being recorded.
Okay.
So again, if that's the truth, fine. But I doubt that that's the case. I'll be honest. I think that a lot of them knew what was going on. They were part of it. They were okay with it. They agreed to it, and so they were just a bunch of freaks getting down, doing what freaks do. That's what I think happened, personally.
Yeah, I mean, this guy deserves to be exiled.
Dang, exiled.
I mean,
what about the women?
Well, I mean, they're probably facing all their punishment. They're probably getting divorced. I think there's one video where a guy even comes up to the woman and says, like, yeah, we're getting divorced or whatever. I mean, listen, the women in this video are absolutely disgusting for participating in that. That's terrible. I say that he deserves to be, because it's like, you can't trust a guy like that. If you're willing to do that to your own brother and uncle, I could never be friends with somebody like that. Because you're willing to do anybody dirty. Your brother?
I know.
Your brother?
That hurt you.
That's crazy. Do you have a brother?
Do you have a brother? Listen, it's more, okay, I'm not going to say it's more common than we think, but I've heard a lot of stories now again.
Yeah.
You know, you click on one thing online, they're going to start showing you a whole bunch of stuff, so who knows, but, you know, I saw a video title, so it was very outrageous. You know how it is. It has to be clickbaity. And it said something like, oh, man plays video of wife cheating with brother at wedding or something like that. I'm like, this is the craziest ish ever. So I clicked on it, and sure enough, a groom was getting married, and he had a video of his brother cheating with his wife playing on the screen at his wedding, just to embarrass him.
You know what? I think I saw that one.
Yeah, and then they started showing me a whole bunch of stories about like situations where the groom's brother was with his wife. I'm like, out of all the people in the world,
that's just a
what
disgusting.
Are you doing?
That's a forever ass whooping.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, people like that. You mess with people's wives and you mess with your families.
Yeah.
You deserve to get your ass whooped. That's an ass whoop that you deserve. You deserve that, and then you deserve to be cut off from your family. Because you're just an untrustworthy person. Who's going to trust that? Would you trust someone like that?
No.
And you know what? I think the reason why I'm taking it so personal is because I have a brother.
Yeah.
I love my brother very much. I can't imagine ever, like, having that with my brother. Like, me sleeping with someone that my brother was dating, or you know, my brother sleeping with someone that I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, likewise, me as well. My brother would never do some crazy stuff like that. Neither would I. There's some weirdos out here. So, now listen, there's an ethical side to the story, which is what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
The ethical part of it, like messing with your brothers, anything, girlfriend, wife, whatever, or the pregnant wife of your, you know, what? All that's ethically, at least we think ethically wrong. And you might have your own opinion. There's also a legal side to it as well. And so I think the man, if I'm not mistaken, was put in jail. Not sure if he's still there.
What'd you go to jail for?
That's what I'm trying to say. They didn't put him in jail because he had SCX with consenting adult women. No, that's not why he went to jail, because it's not illegal. But they put him in jail for different reasons, and I'm probably going to butcher them. But I know one of them is because they're saying that crap. What did they say? Potentially that he was extorting, using these videos as leverage against other political people, something like that, to that effect.
Oh, I smashed your wife. Look at it.
Well, like, you know, like blackmail.
You recognize this?
You see these, well, like blackmail, like the whole Diddy situation. Like, okay, you get something on tape that's a little bit damning, and now you can get this man in your pocket because, okay, I have your wife on camera doing X, Y, Z. Although now I think about it,
I'd be like, you can take her.
Yeah, I don't know why that would even be.
You ain't blackmail. You can have her. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's the wedding ring.
Right.
Well, I gotta take that back, but you understand what I'm saying.
You're not getting it back. Also, I think they were saying that it's a certain level. It's like indicative of a broader level of corruption, again in the government, and so they're trying. I guess they had to make an example of him. Get the F out of here, dude. Like, that's so ridiculous. But clearly, I don't know all the details of the legal part of it. I just know that his butt is in jail, and that there's a legal component to it, not just ethically barren. I mean,
he must be a sex addict. He's got to be a SEX addict, bro. 400? God, bro, there's like 365 days in a year.
Listen, I'll be honest, and this is not my personal life, but I'm so desensitized to these stories at this point. It seems like the society we live in now is just like this. Like everything's about sex.
Okay, degenerate.
Kind of like OnlyFans is everywhere, and again, this is no shade to people who do OnlyFans. Pornography is rampant. I mean, hookup culture is rampant. So when I hear stuff like that, I don't really even like bat an eye at this point. It's like, okay, just another story about some sexual deviant behavior. I don't know. It's whatever. But yeah, I mean,
what's for lunch?
Yeah, it's like what else is on TV?
What's for lunch? How's the weather?
It's like it's whatever at this point. Doesn't even so. But yeah.
Yeah, ultimately, guys, I'm gonna say that he made a bad decision. This guy is terrible. You gonna say good decision, bad decision? He's awful. Awful. Sorry.
There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna say the nature of how it occurred is bad. To mess around with colleagues' wives. First of all, to mess around with a married woman in and of itself is already a no. But to mess around with a married woman of your colleague, or a married woman of your brother, or a married woman of your uncle, or a minister,
all the ministers. He said 5 ministers.
Yeah, so that's what makes this really bad for me. Like, just the fact that he had a bunch of sex, like, to me is like, all right, do whatever you want to do, but just the people who he's having sex with, and in the office that he's supposed to be representing for his people, yeah, he got to hold the L on that one.
Oh man. All right, decision makers, let us know if you think he made a good decision. Don't bang anyone's wife.